Okay, so part 3, and again, continuing on learning from adversity, moving towards diversity. So do you guys get what I mean when I'm talking about diversity? And really, I think that speaks to this whole idea that I was telling you before of don't just sit here and get through the day and be like Office Space, where you're like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, go to the office, type your reports, clock out, leave. That was what I did at my first job. We were like in job coma. Now, I mean, who wants to live that way? Get yourself doing something where you love what you do. And I'll tell you right now, I love every second of what I'm doing. I cannot wait to really start moving forward with a lot of the stuff I'm working on, and hopefully with some of these great companies that I've been talking to, because I have so much to give. I really want to get started. Why is that doing that? Does anybody know why? I'm not even touching my camera. Why it all of a sudden gets blurry like that? That's really starting to tick me off. So if anybody has any ideas, bring them my way, okay? I did it again. Is it because of my volume? Is it my volume? No. See, it's not when I get close. Anyway, you guys can tell me. And to just continue, this is one of the other books that I'm rereading right now. John C. Maxwell, who's fantastic. And I opened it up to this page that I had saved. And I wanted to share this quote with you guys. Okay, hold on. Oh, he was talking about, and I think I posted this in one of my blog posts a long time ago, but he has like, if you can see this, he's got mistakes written down the side here. What are mistakes? And again, when I talk about mistakes, you could just look at this as adversity, or, do you see how it just did that? Why is my camera doing that? Somebody tell me. Anyway, and he has mistakes written down the side, but he says mistakes are messages that give us feedback about life, interruptions that should cause us to reflect and think, signposts that direct us to the right path, tests that push us towards greater maturity, awakenings that keep us in the game mentally, keys that we can use to unlock the next door of opportunity, explorations that let us journey where we've never been before, and statements about our development and progress. So think about that. Every time a lot of crap happens in our lives, it is an opportunity. It is. I am not necessarily enjoying what's going on right now. What I do know is I've been pushing myself a little bit too hard to bring everything together really like right away with everything, and you know, my health has taken a back seat the past couple weeks, and I constantly have a sore throat. I constantly have a fever. I need to relax and get some rest and just move forward and realize that, hey, I might not be able to make everything come together in 2 weeks. It might be a couple months, but, you know, enjoy the journey, Kelly. Come on. So, on that note, I do want to wrap up and tell you guys a couple things. Do you see this? Okay. Those of you that are here locally will know that one of the, my two favorite holiday cookies that I make, every year, and people go nuts over them. The first one is usually in November, which I haven't made, are pumpkin spice whoopie cookies, and they're like this. But these are, hold on, red velvet whoopie pies. But the pumpkin spice ones are, you know, basically these cookies are like pumpkin spice, and then there's marshmallow cream. It's basically marshmallow, cream cheese, cinnamon, and nutmeg on the inside. And if you make them, I will post the recipe if you guys want. Seriously, they are so incredible. People talk about them all year. Not like I made up the recipe or anything, but they are fabulous. And if you put them in the microwave, you might need a moment alone. And then I see this in Better Homes and Gardens this weekend. Can you even imagine? Okay, red velvet cake is like one of my favorite cakes of all time. I'm not really a sweets person. That's a bunch of baloney. Okay, clearly I'm a sweets person. Once I had my first taste of Krispy Kreme, I'm a sweets person. But pumpkin spice whoopie pies, and then that, and then I told you guys about the other cookies that I make from Paula Deen, white chocolate cherry macadamia nut chunky cookies. Oh my God, it's like sugar coma. They're so good. When I was married, I would always make a big batch, and I would let my husband take the, because I just wanted a few, but I was like, take the rest to work. And he would come home, and I would give him 2 big bags, and he would come home, and he'd be like, everybody wants another batch. And every year, the people would ask me, can you make those cookies? And I would, you know, the recipe is relatively simple. It's pretty much, you know, 8 pounds of butter and sugar. And then you put the stuff in. But I'm telling you, it is so good. And those cookies, again, they're great cold, and they're even better in the microwave. I need a moment. Okay. Okay, I'm in control. Okay, and then also, Krissa, I wanted to respond a little late to one of your rants on your, I have 2 people here that I have to respond to today, Krissa and Roger from LA. Krissa, when you put that rant on your blog about people that make comments when you get married, I think that goes along with the whole, what I told you guys about divorce a little while ago. I cannot stand that. I mean, I got divorced. I had a horrible experience, okay? I could be one of those people that's walking around going, I'm never gonna get married, that's, you know, whatever. Well, I'm not gonna do that, okay? Because it's the people in marriage, not the institution, that is bad, okay? And I cannot stand it. And this happened to me when we were first engaged or getting married, and then somebody would inevitably say, oh, you know what happens after you get married? Well, that's when all the sex stops. And that's such baloney. It's like, you know what? If your marriage is lame and pathetic, that's fine. But I will assure you that while I was married, there wasn't any problem. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's what 2 people put into it is what you get out of it. And if one person's putting all their effort into it and the other one isn't, that's why the marriage didn't work. It's not because marriage inevitably causes, you know, all people to sign a contract to say, hey, I'm going to turn into a fat cow and never talk to you and we're never ever going to sleep together. It's a bunch of baloney. I can't stand that when people say that. And why in the world would you say that to somebody that just got married? So ridiculous. I need my bangs trimmed. And then secondarily, to Roger in LA, who sent me an email about advertising on my site. That was really that was a very creative idea that you have. And I'm very open to talking about advertising, but I'm afraid that a permanent tattoo right here of your statement is probably not going to work. I don't think you could quite afford that. So I will get back to you, but I did want to let you know that that really was a creative idea. Maybe a t-shirt as opposed to a permanent tattoo. And it does need to be rated PG. So I give you 2 snaps for your ideas on that. But anyway, guys, I have done 3 almost full-length vlogs for you today. I have a call I have to hop on, and I actually have 3, and as you can tell, my voice is cracking. So you guys have a great rest of the day. Your comments are awesome. We all have great things ahead. I appreciate all of your prayers, and please keep doing so, because certainly I can use them. And in the meantime, here's another. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now is that time of year. That's fine. That's fine. We can handle it, right? We just prevail and get at-home liposuction. That's all there is to it. Talk to you guys later.